Today, we are going to look at an event that occurred not quite 5 years ago.
So it was 4 years ago then? Not quite 5?
Yes, Adam. A gleaming and bespectacled wizard assembles the parts needed for life in a mighty contraption. Ha ha ha! Yes, yes! There we go! He takes his wand and dips it into a glass vial and pulls out a silvery white strand of magic. He then takes the strand of magic and drapes it over the lying form of a puppet on a stone tablet. The puppet convulses, twisting and writhing in silence. All of the other puppets around the room stare inwards and try and get a closer look. You can't read their emotions, but they're all very engaged as to what's going on the table. The magic glistens and coalesces on the face of the puppet lying on the table, and an eerie smile forms. How do you feel?
Pain.
Besides the pain, child.
Could be better.
Now that you have the ability to speak, I'm going to put you on my elite tasks. You will be in charge of the post, the processing, pretty much anything that requires a vocal cord. How do you feel about that?
I don't really get much of a choice, do I?
He grabs your shoulder and grins widely. Of course not.
Yeah, I figured. I kind of stumble a little bit. Jesus.
You notice all around the room, different multiple, colored and crazy puppets are, strung up on the walls. Some walk around on the rafters, carrying packages to and fro. A bunch of others are over on this machine, just tending to it. One is sitting in the corner, obviously in disrepair.
I'm gonna walk and get off the slate table thing.
The wizard is observing you very intently.
I'm just gonna walk over to one of these puppets and kind of just look at it.
It kind of clatters and stumbles a little bit back away from you.
Are they scared of me?
You are the most advanced creation of mine. I've been trying that spell for years. Horrible things happen when it fails. Tell me, how does it feel?
It feels nice, I guess. Yeah.
Solomon?
Renato?
You might want to know, planar portal opened up on the terrace just now.
Oh, visitors. 1 moment. I'll be right back. This shouldn't take more than a moment. I'm sure this has something to do with the package I ordered yesterday. He rushes over to this bridge as a collection of figures enters into the tower.
Solomon, it's been forever. We need to talk.
I was not exactly expecting this sort of a guest.
Yes, but, I believe you know why I'm here, don't you?
Not particularly. What have you come to discuss, Acolyte? He eyes the two wraiths to either side of you nervously.
I'm not an acolyte anymore.
Instantly, before you continue to talk, he raises an arm at you and is about to throw a spell your way.
He, seeing the arm raised, just waves his hand, launching out a shard of ice at his hand.
Instantly, the hand that's outstretched just detonates in an explosive cloud of ice. The wizard Solomon grips at the stub and stares at you wild-eyed.
Now, none of that. You two, go start looking for the artifact. Unless you would like to tell us where it is, Solomon.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, Solomon. You know, I don't quite like being lied to. You saw what I did with the stump. I don't think you'll need a leg, will you?
I don't very much appreciate this intrusion on my household.
Your household? He just kind of looks around, smirking a little. You're right. It doesn't look like it should be your household anymore, does it? I could use somewhere new. If you're not willing to tell me where the artifact is, I might as well just make this my new home. And start looking top to bottom. Go through your notes. Oh, I don't know.
Would you really bring about Armageddon to accomplish your own selfish goals?
You would if you were me. After all, I'm an archmage now.
Shield formation, he yells. Instantly, a bunch of wooden creatures spring out of the wall and form basically a barricade around him.
I hold a critical position. Without me, this world will perish. Stand back.
The puppet. You notice this one come over and kind of tap on your shoulder, and he points at like a slanted door opening this way.
Okay. Why do I have to go there?
He shrugs his shoulders and points.
Okay. Yeah, I can't talk right. Nice meeting you, and I kind of run over.
It's basically like a sliding door in the wall. You've seen Solomon use this before, but you don't really know where it goes.
Huh. Neat. I open it.
You can go through.
Alright, I go through.
The man looks back to the two wraiths and waves his hand. Quickly, dispose of them.
Yeah, the wraiths will just start attacking the puppets.
The puppets basically use their bodies as shields. They don't try and attack back, they just defend against your onslaught of attacks.
The man pulls a hand from behind his back and just palm up slowly starts raising it, making a small mist start to roll in, freezing any of them that he can, but primarily trying to just start freezing Solomon from the legs up.
Solomon, about to run away, tries to flee, but notices his legs are locked in place.
I told you, Solomon. We can do this the easy way. As he places his hand on the puppet in front of him, flash freezing it.
The puppet just crumbles.
Exactly, crumbles in his hand, and just takes a step forward, smile on his face, putting his hands behind his back again. Oh, we can do this the hard way. You're making it seem like you want the hard way. You seem to like these puppets. Why don't we make you into an ice puppet?
Solomon just kind of looks down at the stump, looks back at you.
Why?
That's all I need to know. But as a man that's about to die, they sent me. Our good old friend. As he places his hand on Solomon's head and slowly starts to freeze him all the way through.
Through the portal in the wall, you enter into a small, stony corridor. You can sort of sense like an emanating presence at the end of the hallway, and there's also like a chill wind coming in through this window.
Interesting. How up is the window?
About like 3 feet off the ground.
Alright, so I just kinda, since that's how tall I am, I just kinda put my arms above my head and just kinda look up through it.
You could actually like crawl up onto it and look out if you wanted to.
I'll do that.
Outside, you see a raging blizzard. You can barely see for more than 10 or 12 feet. The tower you're in extends downwards almost infinitely, disappearing into the white, and extends upwards doing the same.
Huh. Is this what the outside's like? Neat. I quite prefer the inside, though. I'm gonna go back inside. I'm gonna keep going, walking at a somewhat brisk pace, as I have no idea what's going by there.
Well, you found a, like, what looks like a runic circle on the floor of some sort.
I kind of step onto it, and I'm like, huh, this is interesting.
As you step onto this circle, you feel your senses being pulled at and tugged at, almost as if it wants to take you somewhere else.
Huh. Well, what Solomon doesn't know won't hurt him.
The puppet accepts the embrace of the portal. Whirring around you, the stonework and cobbles and chains that you knew, your life here, wraps up and dissipates, and you feel yourself flung into what any average person would recognize as an alleyway, but to you, an entirely foreign location. There's a lizard scrambling by on the floor and a waste bin full of different discarded items.
I'd like to grab the lizard.
You grab the lizard in your hands. It squirms in your fingers.
And I'm going to look through the waste bin.
Alright, so within the waste bin you find a bunch of, like, thrown away food items, some, like, basically bits and pieces of broken equipment, and then some tattered clothing and a few pieces of gold that were in the pockets.
I take the gold. I'm like, huh, this is shiny. I like it. I'm gonna look through the clothes, and eventually I find a discarded sock. Huh. Neat. I look at the lizard, and then I look at the sock, and I'm like, well, let's see if I can figure out how to do this.
Tenrir. You sleep in a deep slumber, something you haven't known for many years. You get the sense of something watching you, and then a dreamscape starts. You see a castle, massive, inky black and cold. It chills you to the core just looking at it. Your vision swoops in, and you can see inside a mechanism of some sort. It seems familiar, but you can't exactly put your finger on it. It seems to have a form chained up around it. The form is blurry, but you can see it struggling. You reach out to it, try and grab its hand, but you're stopped. A slithering tentacle wraps its way around your neck and squeezes tightly, choking the air from your lungs. You try and scream, but you can't. A form attached to the tentacle wheels about, and its two golden eyes stare pits into your soul. When you awaken, you're covered in a cold sweat.
Braxis, are you there? All right. He just slowly sits up and rubs his face, muttering under his breath, and after a minute, tries to summon his friend, but nothing happens.
Now we return to the earthly Gumption. And we're going to just pick off right where we left off. Everyone's had a long rest and has been able to heal up after the nightmare situation that was the Silt Flats bell tower.
Cool. Have I managed to finally finish repairing my arm?
Yes. And as it happens, Solomon is on the table currently working on his next horrifying creation.
Oh, this is fun. Okay. Put this in here. Let's see, what can I do for the stat? Ooh, that's a good idea. Does anyone have a broken pocket watch or something?
Broken...
Yes, you do clock things. Do you have a pocket watch that I can have? Can I borrow?
The man in the corner actually just walks forward. I don't know if this would do, but, wait, what do you need it for? He pulls out actually a crushed watch that seems to have been smashed in on the side.
I say, perfect. I don't even answer his question, and I make the sock puppet grab it.
He's like, oh, okay, I guess you need it. Great, glad I can help.
And I attach it to where it goes on it, and I'm like, yes, perfect.
On the table in front of you, do you want to explain what they see?
Yeah, if any of you have seen classic cleric garbs, that's what the puppet is wearing, although in a darker shade of more purplish blue. Holds a staff that has the watch attached to it on a gear and stuff, very clock tower themed. And the face has dead grass and a well-made to look like it was hastily made top hat. Along with a cigar in one finger.
Yes! Keeping the dream.
I rub my hands together and I'm like, yes, this will do nicely.
Frank looks in. That is disturbingly close to what you're trying to imitate. I don't like it.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
He looks... No! In fact, it's gonna give me nightmares!
Very interesting to watch you work, Solomon.
Interesting. I thought most of the people were horrified.
Oh no, I'm intrigued.
You notice that Joel is just like, he's got his back over the back of the chair, his mouth is agape, and he's snoring obnoxiously loudly.
Like a dad.
Say, okay, let's see. Wizro. Where's Wizro? I need to ask if I can borrow a chest.
He's over in the kitchen doing some, what looks like dishes.
I make my puppet fly over, and I talk through it. Wizro, can I have a chest?
What?
Can I just, like, have a chest to store things in?
Yeah, sure. Hold on a moment. Just don't pick the wrong one, alright?
Which one's the wrong one?
You'll know. It's, like... It's... just give me a moment. I'll finish dishes, and then I'll be right over to help you.
Alrighty. He flies back over.
Solomon, you notice there are 3 chests in the room. You know the contents of this is the chest of infinite booze. You don't know these other 2.
I was gonna say, didn't Tenry get bapped when we tried to open that one?
This one was magically locked, you think?
I kind of go over, I'm like,
You almost get an aura of menace from the chest as you look at it.
Okay, that's probably the wrong one.
You hear the sink shut off and Wizro comes over. Yeah, that's my junk chest. You can probably use that one.
Alright, cool. What's in it?
Pretty much as he said, junk. A bunch of rolled up papers, some filthy rags, like there's a broken dagger, and some other shit.
Well,
Same doll parts.
Saldrich has opened this one.
Withrow immediately reaches out and snatches your hand. No, we don't open that chest. Stop it. You know. Don't open that one.
Sorry.
As this is happening, I make the sock puppet come over and I say, well, buddy, until I need you again or until I have something better, I put him in the chest and I say, all right. I pat him on the head and I say, you served me well, Newt. I will come back for you.
Newt.
And then as soon as I'm done with him, he just kind of falls limp, and then suddenly the gravedigger animates.
The chef kind of gives it a look like, wow, that is certainly creepy.
Thank you. I take it as a wholehearted compliment.
He's like, seeing creepy things is kind of my job description, but no, you got it real good.
Soldier kind of brings her face down to eye level with the gravedigger puppet and just kind of just looks at us like, hello there.
A little bit of smoke gets in your face.
She's not affected.
Saldra, well, you know what? I talk through the gravedigger and say, I try in my best impersonation of a smoker voice. Hello there.
Yeah, drink a few more bottles of these and you'll probably get closer. He points at the chest.
I look at it and I look back at Wizrow. I have no digestive system.
Well, it'll get even quicker then. Soak in. I don't fucking know.
Soldier pokes the puppet's belly. He's like, this is so interesting.
All of a sudden, you guys hear a ding dong. Wizrow looks around. Shit, that must be the postman. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go get my packages.
Do you need help with those?
Yes, that would be lovely. I ordered a lot of stuff. Half of it was Joel.
Can I have even?
I follow Wizrow up the stairs. Also, this thing isn't as wide as this thing, and it bothers me.
Deal with it. You go up the stairs and you notice Mavin and Gavin are at the front of the shop, and they seem to be like doing a performance of like shopkeeper and shop purchaser, as it were. So Mavin's like, and yes, you can look at my wares. Wizrow completely ignores them and walks out the front door.
Sandra kind of mutters in her breath, what are you buying?
As you walk outside, you see a harried-looking wizard who seems to be sweating profusely. There's 3 crates on the mountaintop next to him. Soldier, you just think this guy's fucking out of shape. What's up with that? Wizrow walks over, the postman looks at him. Hello, is this Roy Dolph? Wizrow pops over. Yes. The postman hands him a clipboard with a paper on it of some sort. Wizrow materializes a pen in his hand and begins to sign it. The postman's like, alright, so just as you ordered, we've got 1 crate of playground chalk, 1 crate of beef patties times 100, condiments, and propane, and then 1 crate of magical essence. Is that everything? Wizrow looks over at the crates, kind of like peels the top off one and peeks in. Yeah, sure. That seems good. I'll message you if this isn't everything I need. The postman's like, great, cool. Best way back? And Wizrow gives him like a sideways glance. Like, down the mountain, I mean. Oh! And he, like, turns over and points at a slightly less steep cliff. The postman gets on his butt, takes the clipboard, and starts to slide down the mountain.
Oh, buddy.
Poor postman.
Well, that's our next friend, guys. We need to
The
make...
postman.
I'm gonna try to pick up this crate right here.
This crate, it feels like it's full of something really heavy, but you can probably manage.
Just put this downstairs with the others?
Yeah, here, just take them all down and we'll get them all what do you say? Unboxed? You know, we'll open them.
Unpacked, unloaded, I don't know.
Yeah, just careful getting them in the door then. It's gonna be like a tight fit. Is your arm alright, by the way?
Oh yeah, no, it's fine, it's fully reassembled.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't want to put any unneeded stress on new parts.
You guys come down to see me happily showing everyone the Gravedigger puppet. Right now I'm showing the crow.
He, at first is just, like, reading his book, and then he looks up. Oh, Mr. Solomon, is it?
Yes, I have made a thing bask in its smokiness.
That is no thing. That is a small man.
Yes,
Much
I made
like
it.
you.
Yes, I made it. It is mine.
Interesting.
By the way, has the crow moved from that spot?
No, he's been reading books pretty much non-stop since he got here.
I look around and I'm like, all right, who else do I have to show? Where's Tenrir? Has anyone seen?
Frank's like, wasn't he sleeping on the cot? Resting up?
Right. I kind of run over.
You, like, walk through Hazel. She's like, oh.
Yeah, I when I get to Hazel, I'm like, hello, Hazel, you're wonderful, as always.
She smiles at you.
And then I run through here, I'm like, Tenrir! Where's Tenrir? Fire Lady, where'd Tenrir go?
She seems to be out cold.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. I come through under Saldra's legs. I kind of just crawl through.
He's just like floating over to take a look. What? Who are you looking for?
Tenrir, I can't find him.
Oh, didn't he tell you?
If he did, I was too lost in crazy cackling.
I don't know where he went, but he said he was going out.
Out.
Yeah, I asked him last night, but I don't know.
Huh. Wait,
Do you know exactly where he would be heading?
Wait, he left last night.
Yeah?
Wait a minute. Okay. I'm gonna look on the table where Rufus would have been. Is Rufus gone?
Rufus is gone.
Oh, I know where he is. I'm pretty sure I know where he is. Maybe.
Where is he? What do you think?
Probably. I point to the watch on my gravedigger. Okay, so
Why would you have gone back there?
I walk over to this portal. Does it work? Can we use it?
Yeah, no, you can totally just use those.
Alright.
Skulls
Cool.
help, though, a lot, he says. If you want to be accurate and not miss your target, you want a skull.
Where?
What if we don't have a
On
skull?
that note, where's
I mean,
Dr.
we have Rufus.
Do we?
Do we not? He comes back over? Hold on, what the fuck did I miss?
Wizro, do you know where Chovy went? We need
Do I know
his
it?
skull.
Oh, Chubby, she got a house call.
So what happens if we miss?
Bad. You could get teleported to the void, for example. That happened to me once. Really bad. Don't want to go there.
Oh, I'll be fine there. I'm friends with the Void.
He wanders
You're
over
friends with-
and pokes
What
you.
the
No, you're
heck?
not. No
Oh,
one's friends with the
sorry.
void. No one is friends with the void.
I kind of look over at Saldra. I'm like, what the? Okay, first Joel and now you. Am I the only normal person here?
Everybody looks at you.
I look around. I'm like, what?
Freak smacks you.
Ow. What? Why'd you? Okay, whatever. Okay.
That wasn't
Solomon,
called for.
how many puppets have you met in your life?
I may need a piece of paper to count them all.
Frank looks at you. Wait, what? I meant like you've met none, right?
No, I've met tons. Like so much that you fleshies are the weird ones. I motion to everyone else. Frank, you're one of a kind. You're a magic, but
How about me, Solomon?
you're are you not just also a puppet? I thought that's what you were.
I control my own movements.
So do I.
So just kind of sits down and just has a long thought about
Existential crisis.
existence.
Like, well, that was fucking awkward. I'm gonna get into these beef patties. He starts undoing one of the crates.
So 10 rear is most likely beyond this portal.
Hazel looks at him. Is there a plane known as out?
Solomon,
Over.
Yes.
I decided I'm not a puppet. I'm an automaton.
What's the difference?
Wait, you're a tomato?
I'm primarily mechanical.
So you're a mechanical tomato.
Yeah, I met mechanical puppets
Where you-
too.
Where are you getting tomato from?
You said you're a tomato.
No, I said I'm an automaton.
She said automaton. I heard it clearly. Okay. Frank, like, steps back away from the stage.
Wait, Frank, was that an attempt at a joke?
Frank, like, looks at you, nervously looks left to right. Yes.
Southern Chuckles just kind of gives him a smile.
I just thought that you were also another puppet. Huh. I mean, I'm still pretty sure that you are. Anyway, Wizro, what are the chances if I just go into this, I'll get where I want to go?
It's like 1 in 90. I don't fucking remember. Hold on.
So odds are against it.
No, odds are for it. Sorry, other way around. 90 and 1? What? No, not 90. He like, ponders. I don't honestly know.
What I think you mean is it's a 1 in 90 chance that it won't work.
Yes?
Something like that.
To be exact, it's a 1.25344% chance.
That's a risk that I'm willing to make someone else take.